Hi, I'm the Knot Man, and today I'm having a sort of go do some action, and later on I've got some more adventures, but I've got some nice sauce on me, give it a shake up like that, and let's put it on it. But look, I've got double eggs like a smiley face. Let's see, look, watch this. That breakfast like a smiley face, yeah, big love my own. So I'm going to eat this now, and I'll go out and have a bit more adventure, so I'm going to enjoy it, so thank you for watching. Hello, I'm the Knot Man. Today we're in Bradford on Avon, lovely part of the world. Now today we're going to try and retrieve my original magnet I lost a couple of years ago. I've got my new magnet in here, so let's try and find the old one. So come on, let's go down to the old river. Hi, well we're back where we were a couple of years ago. We lost the magnet and my friend John nearly drowned here trying to retrieve it. We're going to be up the road doing some canal dredging, so I thought I'd come back with my new magnet, which is obviously an old magnet now, and see what we can find. So what we're going to do is, this is the location where it was, so I'll go. So we're going to see if we can do a bit more finding. Luckily for us, the river's a slow moving one, so hopefully it will be just below where I'm going to drop it. So let's try a depth charge on it and see what happens. It's like looking for Long John Silver's old gold, this is. And who knows where we'll find it. As I said, the water's running really slow here and it's running down, so hopefully it hasn't really gone too far from where she went adrift before. I'm just dragging along here, just see what we're... I'm going to bring it up now. Just have a quick fish at the bottom, see if there's any on this, and then where it's being filmed I'm going to stand where you are. That's a piece of iron, look at that, it's a piece of iron on it, look at that, it's nice to chuck that down, it's not what we're here for. So let's watch this bit go down. So if she's down here, we might be able to retrieve it. Maybe. It's not going to be easy. You've got to try these things, haven't you? You want to retrieve stuff. Should be a piece of cake, but let's see if there's anything on the bottom of this magnet. Bit more iron on there, but that's not really what we're after. We'll take that off. I'm going to try it further out now. I feel something down there. It feels quite heavy. I don't know what it is, but I can feel something at the bottom of this. I can definitely feel something. Yeah, the angle's, it's at a weird angle. We've caught something. Oh, that's it. Look at that. There you go. I've actually brought back my original magnet, which I lost nearly 2 years ago. There she is. There, look, the old magnet. As you can see, I've got my original back. I might drill a hole through and put another rope on it. So let's move on back to the canal and see what we can do some dredging there. So thanks for watching this little clip. Well, look here. It's a Barton Bridge World War II pillbox. As you can see, these were put along all along the canals so that they could defend against the Germans after Dunkirk. If the Germans had come through, this is one of the main lines of defence. So they built a whole series along the canal, and so we could actually try and cut the Germans off. But luckily, after 1940, the world slowly went into our favour, and the Germans never got here. But nice piece of history, solid lump of concrete and brick, well worth a visit to look at. Well, we had a good look round, and this was actually been sealed off from the 1950s, but this is where they would have put the rifles of the heavy machine gun. But if you can get the camera down there, you can actually see the other side. And so it was quite a defensive position, and it was made in a 50p shape, so obviously bullets would spray away from it. But it was quite key, important along this canal bit. So let's move along, see what else we can find today. So come on, let's go and do some more magnet fishing. see, this is the bunker here, and this is actually the entrance, but obviously in the 50s, to stop people from going in there and doing all sorts of funny things, they bricked it up. But you can see now the cracked line, so it wouldn't take much for someone to pull it open with a crowbar, but we're not here for that today. But nice piece of history. Right, let's get magnet fishing. A little bit of spring wire, not much to talk about, but every little bit helps.
So I will drown myself.
Right, and someone in a smoking part. Yeah.
As you can just see in the last clip, I found a couple of beer bottle tops, so who knows what we're going to find today in the old canal. But it's a lovely day. Nothing here, but we'll keep casting out. We'll move along in a minute and see what treasures we can drag up the day from the depths. This is a bit like when you're a child and you play Lucky Dip. You really don't know what you're going to find or get. Oh, there's a whole collection of stuff here. Another bottle, bit of metal, probably from a car. End of a bolt that's been cut off, so it's not too bad, is it? We'll put that down here where we make our collection up. Let's have another cast off. It's a beautiful area here of if I can ask the cameraman to pan along a bit, you'll see some people enjoying their day. There's a boat coming towards us now, a nice canal boat, so it's not too bad, is it? Oh, there's another little tack pin, so every little bit helps. I'm going to get my bag and move forward a bit to the next boat position. Just a bit of old iron filings, not much. Take them off. Later on we're going to move to the lock, and that'll be interesting, where the old water rises and drops, and that's the place where you probably will find stuff. A friend of mine in the Netherlands, he was telling me you get some good places where the locks are, so I'll have another quick cast off here and then we'll move on up the canal bit. Yeah, he does a lot of Rotterdam and Amsterdam fishing, good friend of mine, and he's found some really good treasures, mainly from the Second World War, that the Germans left behind when they was running away from the Allied troops. But we won't find that, but you never know what we're going to find in the old canals. You never know your luck, do you? Oh, more beer bottles and a bit of wire. Well, I'm going to move on up the canal a bit now to, there's like a little pub there. I might stop and have a cheeky half, as people say, and then I'm going to go further along towards the lock and chance our luck there. So let's wrap up filming here and let's move on. Yeah, really, what inspired me into magnet fishing is a good dear friend of mine, Obelix. Like the character, he actually lives in the Netherlands and does a lot of this, and he's given me good advice on that. At the moment he's working on a special project. He's got a pole with a magnet and he goes to bridges and that and lowers the pole in so it gets quite close. Obelix has got some good methods and found some really amazing stuff, and I'm still hoping to actually get across the Netherlands in my camper van I've got now and spend some time doing some actual oh, what's that? Wow, that I believe is a back probably of a fire plate. See the numbers? This is part of an old back of a fire plate from probably a really old canal boat here, and well, probably not got sunk here, it's been thrown off, so we take that off. So that's a nice piece of ionised metal we just found. So cleaning up the old rivers, I'll see what else I can find. You sort of know when you get a bit of a tug, you get a good tug, you know you've got something on the end. I felt something there, and you see the bubbles? I've obviously disturbed something. Yeah, and the rope goes like, it moves, and you can sort of feel the vibration that you probably hooked onto something. Hopefully it's not a Second World War II bomb. So let's see what we can bring up from the depths now then.
He needs to go to prison.
Right. Tubes. Metal tubes. For a moment I thought I pulled the barrels of a double-barreled shotgun up. Used to rob me, I'd be a hero, but sadly not. But it's probably part of a tripod or something, you know, like for a gazette, or maybe a chair. Anyway, it does. Oh, there's an old tin can, very dangerous. I have to put that away because we don't want any children to tread on that, do we? And it looks like a hole, like it's been shot with an air rifle. So we put that down there. So I have one more cast off here. There does seem quite a bits and pieces because, as you can see on the ground here by my boot, there's actually a loop. And what they do is the canals pay a certain amount per month or a weekly charge to actually stay, and they tie to them. So they probably tie an anchor bend, not a hangman one like I've done here. They tie an anchor bend. It's a bit like what's in here, but this is a bit scruffy because it's got other ropes for safety. But yeah, if you've done any time in the services, you do a lot of knot tying. I don't think now they do so much now, but in my day, we still had to do tying knots and all sorts of wonderful things. But I think with modern cutbacks, we may have a bite here, I don't know. She's doing that manoeuvre which you sort of feel. You see it's bouncing, the rope's not going straight, which implies that, and the rope's doing like a twirl. Obelix told me, and I can understand, that you actually do sense something at the bottom. Now it could be anything, or it may not be anything. There is something on the bottom of this, and it's a deodorant can. It's not the deodorant I use. I'm more of a Shore for Men one, but this is quite a good one. Yep, smells of fruit canal river water. Yeah, very nice. What I do is I'm going to have one more cast off here, and I'm going to move on. So we're certainly tightening up the canal a bit here, aren't we? But not a bad little spot here for the odds and sods. As I say, we're clearing up the canal, and what we don't want is the old famous shopping trolley or bicycle. That doesn't do the environment any good whatsoever. It does feel like you're pulling, but I'm not sure. It's got that fleck in the string, which implies that it maybe have caught something. It's pulling against you. I get like a real tug off on it. It's can you feel? Well, you can't feel yourself, but it is there's something down at the bottom. Listen, just get the silt off. What is on the bottom of that? And all that. I think we lost it. Honestly, I wouldn't tell you a story, but I believe there was something at the bottom. But another beard top, and it's there you go. It's one of those audio little specials. So I'm gonna. Oh look, there's a duck there. That's a female duck. That one is, yeah. Very nice. Look at that. And there's the males over there. They're the drakes, yeah. And it normally is 2 drakes to 1 female. It's a bit like life itself. But I like my girls to have 2 legs, not too many feathers on them. So we'll have one more cast here, and then we'll move on up. But not too bad so far. As this is probably more of a residential parking area, you're probably going to find loads of bits of debris. It's bouncing again, which implies it's got something, but let's not get too excited. Let's not get too excited here. No, just a couple of bits of iron. Iron filings and bits of falling on it. But anyway, it's not bad. So what I'll do is I'm going to put the stuff I don't need into the old recycling bin and go further up the canal, and maybe we'll get lucky here. So let's move on. having a bit of a go here just past the lock to see what treasures we might find. We might find something and we might find nothing, but you never know what you might come up with. What's that? It's a baby axe head. Look at that, and a coin. Look, we found a £1 coin, an axe head, and it looks like a rivet of some sort. But look at that, we found an axe head and a love heart. Look at that, we found like a love heart made of metal. That's not too bad. We found an axe head, so let's put that on the bag. And that, and we found a penny coin. I'm nearly a millionaire. And there you go, a love heart. That's not too bad. Casting off here, is it? That's not bad, finding an axe head. Hang on. Probably what I'll do with the axe head I just found is that I'll probably go back to my workshop and reshaft it, and for another film I shall actually use it again. Oh, some bits of iron filing, nothing really important, but yeah, getting back to axe head, I think I'll probably it's like a fishing hook. No, it's not, it's just a, I don't know, I'd put that on the bag anyway. But what I'll do is I'm going to actually reuse that axe. Let's have a little look at that again. That's actually quite a good find. It's only a small axe, but we could probably get a new handle. And another one of my programs, what I'll do is the Not Man Country Ways, when I'm back at my workshop, I'll look up the new handle on that axe, and we, though it's got a bow, it will actually be something very interesting, something lost and found. So it may actually come back to into usage. So let's just give it a couple of weeks and we'll do an update on that axe. So that's quite nice. This is a very nice axe, and as you can see on the back it's gone flattened, which implies that somebody used to hit that with a club hammer to break wood for their log burner. So this has actually been a real used tool. So yeah, maybe, definitely, a couple of weeks time I'll get some hickory and some hardwood and I'll make a new handle, and that'll come back to life, so I can use that for breaking wood up in the winter. So that's a very good find. Very, very good. So it's just a big rock or something, that is, but no, it's just a rocker pull, but more bits of iron. So there's a whole lot of stuff. It's a hair grip. I found a lady's hair grip, so if I could find the lady that went with her, maybe I could marry them like Princess and the Shoe. Look at that, it's loads of iron. What's that over there? What is that? Oh, it's another, it's a washer there. So we're actually pulling out quite a lot. As I said earlier, the secret of this part of the canal is that the fact that people moor to it. See where the rings are? The gentleman there's put his boat to it. So wherever that is, you've got a good chance of somebody dropping something over the side. It does seem that most people are trying to get involved now in magnet fishing, but this is our third year now really magnet fishing, and as I said earlier, a lot of my influences come from a guy called Obelix, who taught me quite a lot about different methods and things. So, oh, more screws, washers, another piece of iron. So this area is quite, yeah, look, there's another hair grip there. Oh, maybe it's another lady I'm going to marry. Look, more screws. These are all iron based. But let's carry on, see what else we can find here. Yeah. And there is a rumour actually that on the other side of the canal, down there towards the pub, somebody recently dropped a chainsaw off the side into the water. And maybe later we'll go down and see if we can retrieve it. But at the moment I'll go this way. The canal boat's just left the spot where I am, so maybe they dropped something over the side. I mean, you can miss something by millimetres, but you never know. There's bubbles. It always implies something's coming up from the depth, but as I say, sometimes you're lucky, sometimes you're not. Another screw or two and a bit of ionised metal. Not great, but it shows there's a lot down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move along a bit further along to where the jut sticks out there. See the little bit there? That's where you step off into the canal boat. Yeah, I'm going to go there because that's maybe where people drop something over the side. So what we do is we leave the bag here a second, yeah, with the bits. I'll be back for that. I'm going to just go up to this location. So it's become quite a pastime in Europe now, and people to be doing lock magnet fishing. I think there's still plenty out there to be found. I have found a few good things from TV props and things from the past that have been lost and stolen and thrown in the canal, but more screws and nuts and bolts, all basic stuff here. But never really found any guns yet, but as I said, I think before, that some guys in Manchester found some hand grenades and had to call the police because you can't really have one of them. But, look at that lovely property on the other side there, and that lady looking at us there. Yep, that's very nice. Hopefully, we might come up with something here. Yep, you never know. The rope's not really bouncing, but it feels like something, but sometimes you can you think you got something and you haven't. No more nuts and bolts here. I'll take that off. Take a drag along the front here.
That magnet, I see that on YouTube.
Yeah, that's what we put
loads of it.
Yeah.
Start again, yeah? Wow, we found something here. Oh, we found a spoon. It's not silver, only in colour. Hey, it's a stainless steel spoon, but how come that's stuck to it? Because it shouldn't be stuck to it, but that's not too bad, isn't it? Anyone want a cup of tea? Earl Grey's my favourite, actually. 1 sugar or 2, but we are getting there. I knew this would be a nice little location because obviously this is where they step off the boat and that, yeah? So the canal boat, shall I say. As you can see, I've tied it to my arm with a hangman, so if I was still enough to let go, it wouldn't just slide off into the, but yeah, in a minute I'll go to the next bit. But a lot of people sort of know what magnet fishing is now. They sort of like picked up on it. Picked up on something, yeah? We were just speaking to a gentleman then, and he's the first magnet fisher we've seen. Oh, just a few basic things are bent now, and a few bits here, and not too valuable, but every little bit helps, doesn't it? Yeah, that is like a unusual there, like a piece of wire, so I take that off there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to collect my bag that I carry all this stuff in. I'm going to move to the next location just along there. There's another one, so I think if we stick to these bits here where people get on off the boats, we've always got a chance. I'm going to collect my bag up and we're going to move forward, yeah? This penny here is almost like the last time. If you zoom in, 2015, we was here just like in the beginning of 2016, so that was here before we arrived, and now it's going back into circulation. One more penny in the pot. Thank you very much. Nothing so far. You know when you snag something. It's part of a welding rod or something. I'm just going to lower off the dock here, see if it comes up here. No. couple of screws, not much. What I'm going to do, I'm going to cast that a bit further and then we'll move on from here. There's a lot of bubbles, so we're disturbing something at the bottom, but it's something that dropped off. Something down there. I'll see if I can have a go. I think it's watch the splash. No luck at all. What we'll do is we'll move a bit further up to canal boats up at the top there and see what we can find, yeah? So let's move on up there and see how it goes, yeah?
Up there in a row, the alphabet was Bradford. B for blue, C for Charlie, E for Delta, E for Echo. A, B, C, D, E. I think that's the way in the order of like the
Nada.
The blue is definitely the pack, it's the alphabet. But then it was Charlie, and then it was
No, nothing really here, a few odds and sods, so what we do is we go further up towards the bridge and that now. Well, we're building up the old tea set, aren't we? With a teaspoon and a knife, yeah?
We have got a bigger magnet, but
Look at that. It's not bad, is it?
no.
It's not bad little find, is it? Put that on the bag.
Breakfast size.
Still a bit more. Maybe get the whole cutlery set. If we find a fork, I'll buy you a pint of beer, because we've got a spoon and a knife. Just we find a fork, we have a whole set for lunch. Couple of bits more wire. Right, what we're going to do now is we're going to move on further up towards the bridge in the distance and try our luck up there then. Well, we're under the bridge at the moment, and this is the chance of bringing up like builders' tools and that, or bits when they constructed this bridge. Things always rolled down. In the past we've had some luck, we may or may not find anything. Oh, well, that's not exactly what we wanted, but right, let's have a cast that over there, see what we can find. Nothing there, we'll have another shot out there, we'll move along a bit. Have to watch a man there with his white jumper. Otherwise he won't be white for too much longer. just a bit of a cling on bit of wood there.
What are you doing there?
Cover it. Just another bit of iron, really, nothing really important. I'll look at some more casts out, and then we'll go further around the head here, yeah? Make sure we don't splash anybody, you know what I mean? No, nothing so far. Not a little bit. That's at the bottom of that. Oh, an old CO2 cylinder. Hey, probably from a drink and not from an air rifle, from a drink one, so that's not too bad, is it? Take that out of the river with it in the bag. I'm going to have one more cast off from that angle there, and then we're going to walk along a bit further. Oh look, there's another pillbox here, look. I said to you earlier, there's a network of these, which was set up to defend England in the Second World War. Its job as a canal was a good way of making a barrier if they blew the bridges. But yeah, this is a fantastic one, yeah? So let's have a look around here. Yeah, look, it's a very good one. It goes right up the top. Let's have a quick wander up there in the bush and see what we can see. Ah, yeah, this has actually got like a slip way in. Ah, it's actually open. It's actually an open one. Well, who feels like an Indiana Jones adventure? There's no stopping, not man. Right, let's go on into the bunker. Wow, look at this. We're inside a Second World War bunker, everybody. From here, I can take on anyone. Look at this. We've got 3 positions where you can fire from. Look at this, look. Had to be careful in a place like this though, but you can see you could fire on the river, you can fire up the canal, and on the other side you would have been able to fire there, but it's all been dug in now. But this could have held back the Germans for quite a while, yeah? It's very rare to find a bunker that's open, but this is an amazing one. Right, let's go back magnet fishing like Indiana Jones. Right, let's go up to the canal then, like Indiana Jones. Right, let's trek on back. As you can see, the wildlife on the river, look, there's a small cygnet, which is a baby swan. Look at that, look, without its mother, look at that. I don't speak swan, but hello. Hello, swan. Hello. Cygnet. You might think you're his mother. Hello. You alright? Hey? Oh, bless it, a bit of wildlife there. A bit shy, camera shy really. Hey? It's having a bit of a feed up, yeah? Very nice to see on the wildlife in the river though, yeah? A quick go here, and then after that, me and you, Mr. Cameraman, we're probably going up have a an early bit of dinner and a few beers. So I owe you a few beers, so I'll just do a bit here just to see, but we've had some good finds so far, so just want to put the old rope on around the hand so we don't lose it, and seen some good things today, some good pillboxes and some swans, and yeah, very enjoyable fun actually. So I'll just have a couple of last casts off, and then we're going to have a few beers. Nothing, just a couple of old screws, a bit of iron filings, nothing too much, but hey ho. You never know what you're going to drag on up. It's always on the last cast you get something. Got to watch you here, the footing, it's quite reedy, you don't want to be pulled in, do we? Oh, there's another old nail or something, and cutting a screw, so I'll have a couple more here and then one over there, and I think it'd be drink time for you, cameraman. I know how thirsty you can become. And I did promise you about the pillbox, so as we managed to get in one today, I will provide you with a couple of beverages. You can only have 5 today, so you have to enjoy that. Oh look, mud, glorious mud. Oh, it's got a couple of iron filings on it, but nothing much. No fishing hooks for a while either, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to have 1 or 2 last casts over there, and then I think. But we will return to this area. I believe this is a very good location, and what we'll do is get the Google Earth map out and check it out, and we will plan another expedition. We'll probably bring some of the more crew and the Green Planet team with us to observe some of these wonderful trees like the willows and that, and see what we come up with. So it's all a fun day out for all the family. Nothing much of another cast over there, and then it's beer time for you, my friend, and maybe a club soda for myself. More iron filings. Is that a fishing hook? No, it's just a little bit of metal. But anyway, what I'd like to say to you is that we had an extremely good day, and we're going to return here again. We'll go further along, so watch this space. I hope you enjoy this movie, and I'll see you soon. Right, now I'm going to buy you a few beers. Take care. See ya.